I'm Burton Richardson, and this is the Unbreakable umbrella. So I was sent this to test, so I didn't pay for it. I have no obligation to them whatsoever, so as usual, I'm just going to tell the truth. What I tried to do is break it. I thought, they have you may have seen photos or video of someone actually putting this on two chairs and standing on it and not breaking it that way. I wanted to see if I could break it by hitting things, and I couldn't. And I must say, I am so impressed with this. It is a great example of over-engineering to make something so much stronger and better than it would have to be. And when you're in a self-defense situation and you're relying on a tool, that is exactly what you want. You don't want any failure. So let me go through a few things that I found that were particularly impressive. I really like the rigidity of this. I thought there would be some flex. Have you ever worked with a soft stick and you notice that if you go to block, it flexes and a stick will come right through the block because of the flex? Or when you hit, it just doesn't feel quite right? That's one thing I was thinking. I was expecting this to have some flex. It has no flex. If you needed to block something with this, it's going to block it. If you need to hit, you're going to hit, and everything's going to transfer into the target rather than some of it flexing away. So that I was really impressed with. Something to keep in mind is if you were hitting with this portion of the umbrella, because of the spines and the wrapping, of course, it's going to give a little bit here. It's a little bit softer here, which is why you should be, in my estimation, hitting with the end. Of course, when you hit more with the end, you have a greater velocity as you're swinging. The farther it is away from you, the greater velocity. And that's what when I'm doing this hitting right here, it's with this tip area, and it transfers really well, the power. If you can see, it also has a steel tip, and this is really well made. Now, if you're using this as a walking stick and you put it on a slick cement surface, for example, it's going to slip. So they think about that, of course, because it's just so over-engineered. It's just amazing. That's what you want in a self-defense tool, is it to be over-engineered so it's not going to fail, and to have that sort of thinking. Well, one thing they did is they include two caps here that are rubber, so you can use it on surfaces if you want to use it as a walking stick as well. I also flipped it around and I hit with the handle, and I couldn't break it that way either. So, the problem with hitting with the handle is that it's easier for someone to get hung up and they can grab it, and now there's a tug of war. So I would prefer to use this, even use a little counterbalance here as I'm hitting. Another thing to think about is with this, because of that nice tip and the rigidity of the umbrella, is doing thrusts quite effective. So I would hold it, instead of holding it like a stick here, I'm actually holding it down here almost like a pistol grip. Not all the way down, but in the middle at this corner here. And that way it's in my hand, everything is lined up with my forearm, and it gives me good accuracy. And when hitting, I can actually drive through and everything is in line. Whereas if I go here, then I'm going to have to go upward more. I don't get as straight a thrust. So I would suggest holding it here. That's, in my testing, that's what felt best. But man, phenomenal product. I've known about this for a long time, as I said, and it's so much better than I thought. If I knew it was this good, I must say I would have bought one years and years and years ago.